In the previous lab, we went through the near real-time privilege elevation or PIM elevation. Let's look it up. What do we have in the template? NRT. And in the NRT, we have to look for first the high severity. The one we already configured, it says already in used. This one is also very important because it's about domain federation. So what is a domain federation? Of course, the whole topic. But here's the keyword ADFS, means your authentication is being done through your on-premises Active Directory. So it is specifically for hybrid environment. If you're 100% Microsoft 365 online shop, if you do not have any hybrid connectivity from your on-premises Azure Active Directory, then it's not applicable. But if you have on-premises infrastructure, if you have ADFS setup, this is what you need to think. This is what you need to set it up. This is what you need to worry about, because for ADFS, there you have to put the certificates and ADFS server, even for setting up Microsoft 365, where you have your authentication being done through on-premises. So as long as you have that set up, you need to considering enabling this in your environment. So again, you click on those links, you come here, and then you have to understand that, like, because it's enable single sign-on. So basically your identity infrastructure can be compromised. You want to be watchful for that. So the whole article. But again, this is for you to escalate it for your team who manages that ADFS infrastructure. Most likely those teams are Microsoft Azure Architect, Microsoft 365 Architect. This is where you will have to notify them or your point of escalation. But, this should be part of your monitoring. And again, there are audit logs. So you have to have those audit logs from sign-in logs from Microsoft 365 and audit logs. So these are there. So I do not have enabled because I do not have Active Directory environment. But again, this is for you to consider as long as you have Microsoft ADFS connectivity with your own premises, which is a very common scenario. Many companies do use that, where they have their authentication being done on premises, single sign-on, all that. So you will have to work with those teams, and these are all the scenarios and everything mentioned here. So again, if this is the case, you better enable this template.